Hey folks, Scotty Kilmer here. Today, we're diving into the top 20 costly oil change mistakes that can ruin your engine. You know folks, changing your own oil is one of the easiest ways to save money on car maintenance. But just because it's simple doesn't mean there aren't ways you can really screw it up. We're talking about mistakes that can lead to costly repairs, or even worse, a completely shot engine. Stick around to the end to make sure you don't fall victim to these common pitfalls. First up, we're talking about using the wrong oil type. Your engine needs the right oil viscosity and additives. Using the wrong oil is like putting diesel in a gasoline engine. Too thick and it won't flow properly. Too thin and it won't protect your engine. Using the wrong oil can void your warranty. Check your owner's manual for the right oil. Next up, we're talking about overfilling your oil. More oil is not always better. Overfilling your crankcase can cause excessive pressure. This can blow out seals and damage gaskets. Always check your owner's manual for the right amount. Add oil slowly and check the dipstick frequently. Now we're talking about underfilling your oil, and let me tell you, this one's a real engine killer. Your engine needs a certain amount of oil to function properly. Without enough oil, the moving parts start to rub together, creating friction and heat. This can cause premature wear and tear, leading to costly repairs. Always make sure your oil level is topped up to the proper mark on the dipstick. If you're ever unsure, it's always better to err on the side of caution and add a little bit more. Don't be cheap. Change that oil filter. The oil filter keeps your engine running clean by trapping contaminants. Not changing it means gunk circulates through your engine. This leads to wear, reduced performance, and potential engine failure. Change your oil filter every time you change your oil. Oil filters are cheap compared to a new engine. Do yourself a favor and change that filter every time. Cheap oil filters, a false economy. Bargain basement filters are often made with inferior materials. They might look the same, but inside it's different. Cheap filters use low-quality media that can't trap contaminants effectively. More dirt and debris can pass through and circulate back into your engine. Invest in a quality oil filter from a reputable brand. Don't just spin it, tighten that oil filter. Right, even the best oil filter won't do you any good if it's not installed properly. One of the most common mistakes is not tightening the oil filter enough. A loose oil filter can lead to a major oil leak. Most filters have instructions printed right on them. Usually, it's hand tight plus a quarter or half turn. Don't over-tighten it and damage the filter or the engine block. Just snug it up good and you'll be fine. Not all oil filters are created equal. Your car needs a specific type of oil filter designed to work with your engine. Using the wrong filter can restrict oil flow, leading to engine wear. It can also cause the filter to fail prematurely. Your owner's manual lists the specific oil filter part number. If in doubt, ask a knowledgeable mechanic or part specialist. Using the right filter is crucial for your engine's health. Always check your oil level after an oil change. Even if you're the most careful mechanic, there's always a chance you might have made a mistake. Maybe you didn't tighten the drain plug all the way, or maybe you accidentally spilled some oil. Check your oil level after an oil change once the engine has cooled down a bit. Just pull out the dipstick, wipe it clean, reinsert it, and then check the oil level. Make sure it's between the minimum and maximum marks. Changing your oil when the engine is hot is a recipe for disaster. Engine oil gets extremely hot when the engine is running. Trying to change your oil when it's that hot is like playing with fire. One wrong move and you could end up with severe burns. Let the engine cool down completely before changing your oil. If you're in a hurry, you can try running cold water over the oil pan for a few minutes, but be extremely careful. The drain plug gasket might seem insignificant, but it plays a crucial role in preventing oil leaks. Over time, the gasket can become compressed, cracked, or damaged. Once that seal is broken, you're just begging for an oil leak. Spend the extra few cents on a new drain plug gasket every time you change your oil. Make sure you tighten the drain plug to the correct torque specification. Over-tightening it can strip the threads in the oil pan, leading to a whole other set of problems. Over-tightening the drain plug is a rookie mistake that can lead to serious headaches. If you put too much torque on that plug, you can easily strip the threads, making it impossible to get a good seal. Once those threads are stripped, you're looking at a costly repair. Invest in a torque wrench to tighten bolts and plugs to a specific torque specification. If you don't have a torque wrench, just use a little common sense. Snug the drain plug up good and tight, but don't go crazy with it. Cleanliness is key when it comes to oil changes. The oil drain plug is a magnet for dirt, grime, and metal shavings. Before you reinstall your drain plug, take a minute to clean it off. Wipe it down with a clean rag, and if it's particularly dirty, use a little bit of brake cleaner. Make sure there's no debris or old gasket material stuck in the drain plug hole. The more careful you are about keeping things clean, the less likely you are to introduce contaminants into your engine. Using the wrong tools for an oil change is a recipe for disaster. It can make the job more difficult and time-consuming, and it can also damage your car. At a minimum, you'll need a socket wrench, the correct size sockets for your drain plug and oil filter, a torque wrench, a funnel, and a drain pan. Investing in a good set of tools is one of the best things you can do for your car. It will make working on your car easier and more enjoyable. It will also help you avoid costly mistakes. Used motor oil is considered hazardous waste. Dumping it down the drain or in the backyard is illegal and incredibly harmful to the environment. Take it to a certified used oil recycling center. Most auto parts stores and some service stations will accept used oil for recycling. Don't forget about the old oil filter, which also contains residual oil that needs to be disposed of properly. Do your part to protect the environment and dispose of your used oil responsibly. Your car's manufacturer has spent countless hours and dollars figuring out the optimal time to change your oil. Over time, engine oil breaks down, losing its ability to lubricate and protect your engine. Consult your owner's manual for the recommended oil change interval for your specific car. If you're ever in doubt, it's always better to err on the side of caution and change your oil a little early. Following the recommended oil change interval is crucial for your engine's health. Don't push your luck by stretching your oil changes way beyond the recommended interval. After you've finished changing your oil, there's one more crucial step: checking for leaks. Even the most experienced mechanics can make mistakes. Start the engine and let it run for a few minutes. Carefully inspect the area around the oil pan, drain plug, and oil filter for any signs of oil seepage. If you see any drips or wet spots, shut off the engine immediately and address the problem before driving your car. Checking for leaks can save you a lot of trouble down the road. Let's talk about oil additives, those little bottles of magic potion that promise to boost your engine's performance. Modern engine oils are already formulated with a carefully balanced blend of additives. Adding more additives can upset this delicate balance, potentially doing more harm than good. If you're using a quality oil and following the recommended oil change interval, you probably don't need them. Consult with a trusted mechanic before using any oil additives. Warming up your engine before an oil change makes the process easier. Cold oil is thicker and harder to drain. Warm the engine for a few minutes to thin the oil. This helps drain more old oil. Don't forget to put the oil cap back on after an oil change. The oil cap keeps dirt, debris, and other contaminants out of your engine. Leaving the oil cap off can allow all sorts of nasty stuff to get into your engine. Double check to make sure the oil cap is securely in place. Wipe down the cap and the surrounding area to remove any dirt or grime. Many modern cars come equipped with an oil life monitor system. After you've changed your oil, it's important to reset the oil life monitor. Otherwise, it will continue to remind you that your oil is due for a change. Consult your owner's manual for specific instructions on how to reset the oil life monitor. Usually, it involves a combination of button presses on the dashboard or a procedure using the trip odometer. Resetting the oil life monitor is a simple task that can save you a lot of hassle down the road. Well, folks, there you have it. 20 costly oil change mistakes that could destroy your engine. Changing your own oil is a great way to save money and keep your car running smoothly, but it's important to do it right. Don't cut corners, use the right tools and materials, and always follow the manufacturer's recommendations. If you're ever in doubt about anything, consult with a trusted mechanic. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more car maintenance tips. See you next time.